Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some more Alma, Missouri here on the live stream. The mini series we have going here on the channel for the live stream. Just finished up recorded an episode for the No Man's Land series and figured, you know what? I'm kind of enjoying it so far. We had a good time the last stream here on Alma, Missouri, so we are going to continue on with our progress that we are making so far. So just kind of getting caught up from the last stream. If you guys haven't seen the first live stream episode and you're kind of unfamiliar with what's going on here, allow me to explain. We started on Alma, Missouri, which is a newly released map here not that long ago. I want to say it was like just a couple days ago this map was actually released. And so what we're doing is, we started with scratch. All we really had was, I think, a truck, and then that was it. So if you take a look at the equipment here, that's it. That's all we have is our truck, and then the grain cart slash bucket, whatever the hell you want to call it. It's basically, it's a tipper. It's a grain tipper. It holds 108,000 liters, so that's going to be very beneficial to us in the long run. The car here, we picked it up used, just over 19 hours on the truck. And so currently right now, we don't own any property. If you just take a look at the map here, we have nothing. We are legitimately starting from purely scratch in this series here. Our goal right now, our initial goal is to buy plot 10 up here. Fields, and I do believe it comes with fields 11 and 12, which in the last episode I said there's no way I'm keeping fields 12 and field 11 because I'm not doing cotton harvesting. It's not happening. Just not doing it. I mean, it's growing in good. It's not a huge field, which is that's neither here nor there. I mean, it's not a huge field. Let's take a look at what we got for the field here. So yeah, I mean, it's not overly massive, but it's also just, cotton is just so annoying. I just don't want to do it. I just don't want to deal with it. And then this over here, we're definitely not dealing with this. Sugar beet, no way. Nope, not happening. So that's convenient. Road's flooded out down there. Which actually ties into what I was thinking. Once we do purchase this area, we can just connect these two fields, perhaps. I'm not saying that we definitely will, but perhaps. I also like this big field over here, and I like this field right here. What's growing in this field? Canola? Sorghum. Even better. You can also feed chickens with sorghum. But yeah, this is going to be the area that we're initially looking to get. Just based off the price point, it's not super expensive, but it's also not super cheap either. But gives us a good thing, something good to aim for here. So if we take a look, $204,000 is where we're currently at with trying to get this area bought up. Comes with a silo. Really like that idea of having a silo already on the farm. A couple barns, the farmhouse up here, which if you tuned into the last live stream, I completely jacked up the landscaping around here. Yeah, it was all sorts of messed up. But let's take a look. We got some contracts out here that we can take a look at doing. We're still in the month of August. We very well may end up just advancing our month here and moving on into the month of September, which I think is exactly what we're going to do. We are just going to move into the month of September right now. Let me just make sure our saving is still turned off. It is. All right, perfect. We're going to start our days at 07 just to give us a little bit more time to get some work done around the farm as well, too. Don't miss out. I have another stream scheduled for Sunday night, October 8th. Going to be going live again with some more work here on Alma, Missouri. This series here, again, is just going to be for the live stream. It's not going to be anything that I upload to the channel itself, similar to the Frankenmuth series and the No Man's Land series that I have. I figured this would be fun for us just to get on for a live. Look at that. Are you serious? $50,000 for a cultivating contract? Oh, and it's field 22. Oh, really? Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure thing, boss. Ooh, $26,000 fertilizing contract. That's not bad. Do we have any other fertilizing contracts that use the same equipment? No. Pretty decent sized plowing contract there. Make a fair amount of money. I mean, I feel like we have to take this. Details here. Usage, 94,000 liters of fertilizer. Yeah. We'll take that one. We'll take that one. Let's go up there. We'll just get started with the fertilizing contract for right now. I totally forgot that I have done that. I set it up to where our store deliveries get delivered right here to the house. Let me just move that out of the way. Let's get some fertilizer. And because the game likes to lie to us about the amount of fertilizer that it takes for these contracts, before I even do this, let me double check. So the contract is for field 10. All right, field 10. Oh, it's not too far from us either. It's right here. It's hard to say. I don't feel like that's going to take 9,000 liters, but it very well could. It's very possible. We'll purchase 8,000. And we're going to get reimbursed, even if we don't use it all anyway. So it's I don't know what we're concerned about. Let's just go ahead. We'll rock with the 8,000 here. Let's do it. Let's get hooked up, get loaded up. How much was this fertilizing contract worth? This is like a $26,000 fertilizing contract, is it not? This is nuts. This is nuts. Some of these contracts just make absurd amount of money. I'm not complaining though, because we need it. We need to. I'd like to make enough money tonight in the stream to purchase this area right here, just so we have some stuff that we can start working towards. We can actually work our own fields. We can start getting into some productions, hopefully. That's the other thing we should look at doing. Well, it doesn't make sense to get into productions just yet because we don't own any fields, so we don't have any of our own product that we can really be putting out right now. So doesn't make sense to get into purchasing any productions at this point. All right, the last 1,000 liters going in. I just want to say again, a huge thank you to everyone that's been supporting the Frankenmuth Farm series. We've officially eclipsed 100 views on the first Frankenmuth Farms episode. That's awesome. Awesome. Way more than I thought we were going to get with that series, especially with it just getting started. So much love, much appreciation to everyone out there that's supporting the Frankenmuth Farm series. Episode 2 is up. I will have episode 3 recorded here in the next couple days, and then I'll also be getting I'm looking to have episode 3 of Frankenmuth Farms probably uploaded by next Wednesday, and then work is going to get a little busier for me here in the next couple weeks, so I'm really going to have to focus in on getting some episodes recorded. I'm going to have to just kind of stay locked in on getting those edited and uploaded on a routine basis so that there's not a huge lag in one episode to the next. Let's see here. We're just going to start right here. So let me go ahead and zoom out. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And we need to override some working speed for sure. We are not about to go this slow around this whole field. We'll see. I seriously don't believe that this is really gonna take 9,000 liters of fertilizer to do, but I would be very surprised if that's the case. But for $26,000, we'll take it. Whoa, that was a weird bump in the field. fields are so big. I was saying it all the first during the first live stream, but these fields are just massive on this map. But again, there's a good blend. They have large maps, they have small maps. So it's or small maps, small fields and large fields. So it's pretty good mixture of fields on this map. And I just love the setting. Like aesthetically, this map is just gorgeous looking. The creator did a very good job on this map. All right, that's the first portion of this field. Pretty well done. We're gonna get a large portion of this like finger of the field completely done. 22% complete already, and we've only used 600 liters of fertilizer, so we're looking pretty good. We're probably gonna end up using, I'm gonna say, right around 3,500 to 4,000 liters of fertilizer. %38 completed. 38% of the way to making some good money for just driving around spraying fertilizer across this whole field. Oh yeah, and also I forgot to mention too, the beginner series guide videos are going up. I have the first episode, that's 5 things I wish I would have known when I started playing Farming Simulator 22. That just went up today. I do have 2 other videos coming up about harvesting and plowing. The harvesting video is edited. I just need to make some final touches on it and then get that ready for upload. And then I have one other video recorded for the beginner series guide, but I do not have it edited yet. I just got to sit down and find some time to get that knocked out. But yeah, so the beginner series guide's going up. Frankenmuth Farms is up. No Man's Land, I don't want to spoil anything that's coming in the episode, but at the beginning of the episode, I talk about a few things as far as like my vision for the series for No Man's Land, the series on this channel. I don't necessarily like, it's hard to explain. Frankenmuth Farms for me right now is a lot more fun, and then doing this live streaming stuff as well is more fun. No Man's Land, like, I'm enjoying the series, but I really just don't feel like my fire is in No Man's Land right now. I feel like my fire is more in Frankenmuth Farms. And then I have a pretty awesome storyline, like role-playing series for the Western Wilds that's currently in like the planning phases of how I want to conduct it. It's going to be a full-on like actual role-play series. There's going to be a backstory to us getting into Western Wilds. There's going to be some stuff that, you know, there's going to be, of course, be some ground rules. There's going to be things we can and can't do. And then the end state is the end of the storyline for the role-play series. But how we're going to get there is always, you know, the adventure and then the why. So why do we have to do what we're doing on Western Wilds for that series is also going to be something that's going to be very unique, and it's going to be really my first time doing like an in-depth actual role play series on Farming Sim. And Western Wilds is probably one of my more like, it's one of my favorite maps in the whole game so far to this point. Just the ability to do a lot of the different things that you can do on Western Wilds is phenomenal. It's very similar to No Man's Land, except for there's a bit more stuff on Western Wilds than there is on No Man's Land. And don't get me wrong, I love No Man's Land, but I think as far as like doing a series on a YouTube channel for Farming Simulator, so the community is relatively small to begin with, is my assumption for Farming Simulator. Like, I know there is a community out there that is 100% Farming Simulator, but those individuals are probably watching other content creators that have done a No Man's Land series on Farming Sim 22. Probably have also watched people do it on Farming Sim 19. So I just feel like it's one of those deals that's just kind of a little overutilized or overcooked a bit. So for me, I would like to focus on some new pathways. And I know there's roleplay series out there for the Western Wilds too, but I feel like what really makes a roleplay series special is not necessarily the map that you're on, but more so the storyline behind the series itself. So that's what I'd like to focus on. So our contract on Field 10 is completed. So let's go ahead and take a look here at our contracts so we can go ahead and collect some money. We're going to make $31,000 off of this contract here. So let's collect up on that. This cultivating contract is like, man, it is right there. It is right there. I am really thinking about doing this cultivating contract right now. $16,000 plowing contract for Field 4. How does Field 4 look? Where is Field 4? Field 4 right there in the middle. That's not bad. Oh, it's the field that we were just going around. So Field 4 it's right here. Why would you plow this field in? This sorghum's ready to be harvested. Why would you plow this in? I'm not understanding. That's strange. I'm not really understanding the reasoning behind plowing that field in when all of that sorghum is ready to be harvested. But we don't even have a harvesting contract for the sorghum. That's weird. That is kind of weird. Oh, a seeding contract, huh? Field 30. That makes $40,000. Ooh. We might do a seeding contract. Let's do that one. We will borrow those items. And then we'll see what's left for the plowing contracts afterward. I'm not really thinking we're gonna do the plowing contract. That kind of just blows my mind though, that he wants that field plowed in when it's full of sort. I mean, can we? I highly doubt it. But let me take a look. Yeah, we can't. Dang it. But we do have a 5% discount on purchasing that land, so that's good too. That is a good thing. All right, we need some seeds. First, let me check the deets on this contract. They're saying usage 4,100. So I'm gonna buy 6,000 liters of seed. That's what I'll do. 6,000 liters of seed. And there we go. Let's get loaded up, get ready to go out and do another contract. Stay busy, staying busy, making money. That's what it's all about. Oh, you know what? The seeder only holds 5,800 liters too. It's not going to hold all 6,000. Dang. Oh well, we'll make do. Now for the long drive down to field 30. I mean, I guess we could just drive right along the railroad tracks, huh? We could probably do that, couldn't we? I'm not so sure that's like the smartest idea, but I mean, we'll go for it. I've not seen any trains go by, but this will be the time that a train goes by. This will be it right here. This is going to be how it ends for us right here. All because I'm just too lazy to drive on the main road. I'm not sure what just happened right there, but I'm trying to get off the railroad tracks just in case the train does come by. It doesn't completely take us out. Matter of fact, can I just squeak right through here? We're gonna get in all sorts of trouble. I can see it coming right now. All right, much easier, much better. Now we don't have to worry about any trains. Yeah. Speaking of which, there goes the train. It's going by us right now. Yeah, we would have gotten smoked. All right, field 30 is 2 fields over from where we currently are right now. Looks like I can kind of sneak right in through here. Field 30 is just on the other side of this wood line. Hey, field 30. All right, let's bump up our working speed here just a little bit, slower this down, and let's go ahead and get rolling. Oh, struggling to make it up the hill. Wow, this field is massive as well. Good Lord. Why are the fields on this map just so big? There we go. 17 mile an hour is not too bad. I figure we can't get too greedy with it. I mean, realistically, we have enough money. We could almost hire an AI worker. Almost. And then we could accept another contract and we could go actually get started on another contract somewhere. It's a good contract for us to do, though. It does make us a lot of money, so it's worthwhile. It's just going to be time consuming, which we're pretty used to that from doing those 2 harvesting contracts in the first live stream. Good Lord, that took forever. That was a very, very long process. At one point in time, we had 2 combine harvesters running, which ran us completely out of money. Legitimately, we were down to $0 in our bank account. The thing that hurts on these fields is they're so hilly that by the time you actually build up momentum and are going at a reasonable speed, you start climbing up a hill. Almost making our way through the first headland here. Actually not. No, yeah, not even close, really. We're probably about halfway around. Oh, come on. Go up the hill. You know this tractor's just screaming right now, dragging this cedar up this hill. I don't even know that we're 10% of the way through this contract yet. That's the sad part. Super time consuming. Just got to think though, we're going to make good money. Wow, look at that. The cedar completely misses that whole part of the field. Wow. Yeah, that's the thing with some of these fields. Like, when you have a lot of this, these hills throughout these fields, it creates a few points where it's hard for the equipment to actually do what it's supposed to do. Like, even harvesting, I would venture to guess that harvesting, once you hit that point right there, the header on the harvester is going to miss that whole entire part as well. That would be my guess anyways. I think what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to set up a course play. We're going to see how it works. Let's do course play field work. We'll start there. Let's course play generator. Do up and down. Got it. Number of headlands, 0. All right, close it off. Now, where is this our start point back here? I think that's our start point back there. Let's hire an AI worker. Let's see what they do. Oh, actually. Oh, dang. Let's see what they do. They're folding up as if they're done already. I'm just going to make sure that they actually head back over to the start point here. And then we're just going to let them loose on doing whatever it is that they're going to do. And we'll come back and we'll periodically check in on them and make sure that they're not tied up in a tree somewhere with the tractor and the cedar. All right, they're at their start point. I'm just curious to see how they're actually going to do this on this field. All right, well, anyways, while they do their thing, let's take a look at some other contracts that we have available to us. These larger fields, man, are just a pain to do. Baling contract doesn't sound horrible. What in the world is that? I think that's one. I think it's like a different style baler. Look at this one. Field 40. Where's field 40? There's not a field 40. Hold on. Did I read that number wrong? I think I read that number wrong. No, field 40. Sure enough. Where in the world? Oh, look at that. I mean, the baling contracts, again, they're not horrible. The only thing that we would want to do is just lease an auto-loading bale trailer. I mean, truthfully, that's really it. That's all we really have to do. Dry it with a tedder, bale it, take the bales to the livestock bale sell point. So we don't have to wrap them. So that's a good thing. Okay. Okay. We might do this one. Hang on. I just got to change a few things up here real quick. Let's go down to the farm store. Blocked by an object. I don't want to hear that. Just go around here to the backside. And we'll set our shot point there, and then we're just gonna reset. All right, let's go back to the contracts. We'll do a baling contract while our AI worker. Don't tell me. I mean, what are you doing, man? Like, what are you doing? It's not even part of the course play. This is why AI workers just sometimes, they're not even worth the hassle in this game. Absolutely ridiculous. No field found, huh? We might be screwed. We might be doing this one on our own here. Okay. We'll let them do their thing. Once again, we are going to go back down to the farm shop. Let me just accept those baling contract things now. Then we are just going to, once we're done with the mowing part of this contract and we ted all this up and we get the baler going, I have some ideas on how we can make this a little bit easier on ourselves. Just a few. I mean, I guess I could have just went straight across the street because that's where field 40 is actually at. Oh, there's a car. Oh, we just ramped over top of that car. It's no big deal. Don't mind. Don't mind what's going on here. Can I just... Watch out, man. I don't know where I'm going, and I've ran into everything on my way here. Nope, can't go that way. Is there really going to be a fence all the way around field 40? Looks like we can get in from over this way. Sure can. All right, let's unfold the front. And away we go. Mowing some fields. Oh, and... well, it doesn't matter because we have to tether it anyways, so... oh, this is going to be a lot of mowing, a lot of tethering, and a lot of windrowing. Well, the windrowing we may not have to worry about doing. I do have an idea for that's going to alleviate the need to do some windrowing. How's our other guy doing? Is he hanging in there? Oh yeah, he's doing all right. Yep, he's going down and back. That's good. Good, good, good. This is just one of those fields that's just abnormal. This is a humongous grass field. Like, good God. But this is what we got to do to make the money that we need to buy our first property and our first couple fields. So just got to put the work in. At least we have fast farming. Should have also checked the details to see how many bales we actually have to deliver. Yeah, let's do that real quick. See how many bales we actually have to deliver for this contract. All right. We're not even 10% complete with this field? Are you serious? Good Lord. I can't believe we're not even 10% complete with that. Wow. Okay. Anyways. Field progress here, 11%. So 184 bales? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Good night. That is so many bales. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna be on this one for a hot minute. I wish we were going this fast all the time. I think I'm just going to work on finishing this part of the field back here first. So I think what I'm going to do is just mow straight across. Get out of the way, deer. Yeah, this is going to be a much better process here. We'll get this whole backside of this field taken care of. Gotta send a text out real quick. All right, here we go. We're gonna finish it up. The mowing part doesn't take long. In the way that I'm actually going to bale everything is not going to take me very long either, I should say. Yeah, I think the longest part of this is probably just going to be the tethering process. I'm not necessarily going to need the windrow. If we had to windrow this, yeah, that would easily be the longest part of this whole entire project is the windrow. But I have some mods installed that are going to help us with collecting this stuff up into a baler. That's not going to require us to have it windrowed into a single line swath. So that's going to help out big time when that part of this job comes. Real quick, let me just there. We'll get some of the farming sim sounds that everyone loves. The mowers running. So I think once we purchase that farm, what we're gonna do is we may sit on the cotton field for just a little bit. We might see where we're sitting financially. Maybe we can come up with a way that we can actually just lease a cotton harvester, and then make whatever money we're gonna make off the cotton field, and then we can plow it in and plant whatever we would like to plant there. But those fields are just, they're not that big. That's my big concern, is that once we do purchase those fields, like whatever we do pull off of them is just not gonna be in large quantities. So you might have to take a look at that. But it is nice that we can spend the $205,000 and basically get 2 fields included with that, plus all the barns, plus the house. So that's the big thing that I'm looking forward to, because that saves us money in the long run, and then we can do as we please with the fields. It's just, again, it's just coming up with a good crop to put in there. I think oat is going to be one of them that we do, just because oat typically sells for a pretty fair price in this game. And then also we may end up doing, we might do something that we can do some flour with. So we might do barley or wheat. I think sorghum. I think you can do flour with sorghum now as well too. Final couple passes on this end of the field, then we can go up and get started on the chonky side of the field, over by where the silo systems are and the farm store is at. Right. Done deal. Clean up this little area right here. Because I know we're gonna miss some of that. All right. Here we go. Final section of this big old field. I should probably do like a little bit of a second headland around this. I have some room to get turned around. How's our other contract looking? Have we finally hit 10%? Nah, of course not. Why? You mean to tell me that that's not 10% of that field? I think that's a lie. I think that's a lie. I think that's easily 10% of that field. That almost looks like it's about 50% of that field. Let's do this real quick. Let's just head over here. Literally says 0%. Oh my God, I know why. I know why. I'm so stupid. I didn't set it to the right crop. Oh my God, that was so stupid of me. No way did I just really do that. That sucks so bad. All right, well, I mean, we're just gonna have to kind of make do with whatever happens is gonna happen with that one. Oh, that's such a bummer. I cannot believe I didn't set that to canola. Idiot. Absolute idiot. I'm still shocked. I shouldn't say shocked. I can't believe I made that mistake of not changing the crop over to canola. Dumb, stupid mistakes. It's gonna cost me so much money. I need to make sure too now that that way he doesn't have to stop what he's currently doing because he runs out of seed. Contract on field 40 is now 10% complete. Of course it is. It helps when you're planting the right crop. I wonder how many bales we already have just based off the little bit of mowing that we've already done. Contract on field 30 is now 10% completed. Oh, so the first one that popped up was for field 40. Okay. Well, still, I'll say the same thing. It helps when you're planting the right crop as far as trying to complete contracts. Ooh, that almost lined up perfectly. All right. Now we just get through this bit of the field here, and this contract will be pretty much done. Well, I shouldn't say done. We still got to bale everything up, ted it, and bale it. Things we have to go through just to buy some land around here. So we got the AI worker still over on field 30. We're mowing field 40. We'll ted this up, windrow it. While we windrow, we're going to bale. I have a couple different options for how we can accomplish that. So it'll make the baling part of this pretty short work. I mean, it's still going to take us a while because we have to drive around the whole entire field, but we are nonetheless going to make pretty short work of the actual baling process. And then from there, as far as loading up all the bales and taking them to where they need to go, yeah, probably going to get ourselves an auto-loading bale trailer for that, just to cut down the amount of time spent working on this field. The mowing part of this contract, we got to be about 50% of the way done with mowing on this field. If not, pretty damn close to 50% of the way done. Contract on field 30 is now 20% complete. Wow. Imagine if I didn't have him plant the wrong crop this whole entire time. The contract would damn near be done. So like I said, too, in the first episode here of the live stream, I don't necessarily mind baling contracts. It's just, yeah, there's a lot of steps involved. And sometimes I just feel like the steps that you have to take to complete a baling contract just don't equal out to the payout for the contract. But This one here, I feel like, is not going to be too bad. We're going to make a fair amount of money for it, coupled with the other field that we have some work being done on. I mean, this stands to be pretty close to about a $60,000, $70,000 contract day for us in the month of September. And the nice thing will be is this puts us that much closer to buying our first chunk of property on this map. I'd really like to go for the initial starting point on this map that's like $500 and something thousand. But yeah, we're not anywhere near that right now. It's going to be a long time before we make it that way as well too. But it is something to keep in mind. Once we do buy our first farmland and we make a little bit more money, we could always sell that farmland back, make the profit off of that, and then go buy that larger chunk of property where you'd originally start out on New Farmer. So that's an option too. That could be our plan. Maybe we'll work towards doing that during the live stream series. I really don't want to have like a rigid set of like expectations or rules for this series. I kind of just want to play the game, live stream, enjoy it, you know, take in the map, get some contract work done, get into our own farmland, get into some animals, get into some production, stuff like that. Oh, we're getting close. How's our other guy doing? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's doing pretty damn good. Minus the parts that we're gonna have to redo, but yeah, he's doing pretty good. And realistically, too, the wage payment's not that bad. These mowers are filthy. Filthy. I just had another idea for how we can actually make this next part of the contract go a lot faster. I hope it works. If what I am envisioning in my head works, then we're going to save a lot of time. All right, so what I'm going to need to do now is because he thinks he's done with his work. Let me see what parts of the field. Yeah, he's not quite done. I got to clean up this last little piece for him right here. Alright, then what we're going to do is, I think, because I know the field kind of looks a little wonky right now, I think what we're going to do is go to this opposite end of the field where he last left off. And there we go. That should work. About 3 more passes and the mowing's going to be done, which is good. And then it's time to figure out if the idea I have in my head for tedding this and windrowing it and baling pretty much all at the same time, need to see if that's going to work. I think I have an idea. I think it should work. It's just a matter of putting it all together. Hopefully this is the last little bit up here back at the top. Right. Finally. We'll drop this stuff back off at the farm shop and then take a look at what our possible options are to expedite the process of getting all of this stuff collected up, transported to the sale point, which I think it's the animal dealership that they want us to go to. I need to find a more efficient way of getting back to field 40 as well too. So we are just going to drop this stuff right here across the road so that we can create a little bit more space over here for everything it is that we're possibly going to utilize. So the baler, drag that out of the way. All right, so here's what I'm thinking for baling this field. So if we come down here to Tedders, the ultimate baling pack. Wow, that's actually a very small tedder. 4.4 meters. This might not work. That does 17 meters. Damn. Does the contract call for this stuff to be wrapped? I don't think it did. Dry with the tedder, bale it. There's no bale wrapper down here. All right, so realistically, we just, like I said, we need a tedder, and then we need a windrow rake, and then we need a baler, which is going to be the problem here because, so the idea I had was that we would get a tedder because this implement has a rear hitch option to tow other implements behind it and saving time in the field. So with this being $7,000, I mean, we could probably roll with this. Let's lease that. It's $357. We'll give it a shot. So then we need a windrower. Is that a windrow? Yeah, that's a windrow as well. But we're going to do this one here. I just don't think it's going to work. Can I change the working width on this? No, I cannot. 4.4 is just not going to do it. The problem is because this is only 4.4 meters, if we were to get the windrower here that we were just looking at, the trailed windrower, this does 10.3 to 20. So it would be 6 meters wider than the tedder, which means it's going to pick up grass. It's not going to necessarily pick up just the hay. It's going to pick up grass as well too, which could affect us in doing our baling. Oh, that's such a bummer. Okay. Well, here's what we can do. Because tedding is not really going to take us that long, we will use this tedder for the field. I desperately need to find a better way to get onto that field. Driving through those trees is kind of a pain. I think we'll come over this way. Oh yeah, this is much better. Much better. All right, let's unfold this. We'll turn that on. Yeah, and the tethering process is not going to take us very long. Plus, it looks really cool. And we can easily just cruise across this field. Bang up the tether just a little bit before we return it to the store later. Yeah, tethering this is still going to take us quite some time. Quite some time to get this knocked out. This field is just massive. Not liking how the tether is missing large portions of the grass either. Never really seen that happen before. I don't know if it's because I am doing the work speed limit override, or if it's just by design of the field and there's just minor, like, some of the imperfections like we seen earlier when we were doing the seeding, and our tractor just completely missed a whole entire section of the field because of how it was up, like there was a dip in the ground. And we can kind of go back over some portions of it so that it doesn't, there, we're cleaning it up there. But yeah, just, I mean, look at all those small areas that are just not being tethered as we rip along here. I mean, in the long run, I don't think it's necessarily going to really affect us that much. I think we're still going to get the required amount of bales off this field that we're supposed to get, but it's just one of those things, like, kind of wish it just was not a thing, so you didn't even have to really worry about it. Even going back over top of it doesn't help sometimes. So I don't necessarily think it's a tether thing. I think it's kind of just a field thing. I'll try to overlap just a little bit more so that we can catch some of it that we are supposedly missing. Yeah, we're cleaning up quite a bit of it now. We're missing so much of it through there. Try to clean as much of this up as I can. There we go. Clean that whole little area up. It's kind of nice. We don't really have too much more to go. I mean, once we start the baling process, that's going to go pretty quick, especially with the attachment I have for the windrow rake that will set everything up to go right into the baler. Yeah, at that point, we're going to be pretty well set. I mean, this contract's going to be done in no time at that point. From there, it'll just be a slow process of traveling around, loading up all the bales and delivering them to the animal dealership. Or the animal dealership, the animal dealer. And then, yeah, 184 bales. Whew, that's quite a bit. That'll be the most bales I've ever really worked with or had created. Why do I feel like that's a lie? All right, let's take a look here and see how this worker is doing. Okay, well, it's not really a lie. We just need to get them started in another section of the field is all, so that they can finish up their mistake, not mine, of planting the wrong crop on this contract. The problem is going to be, though, is I'm pretty sure it's going to show that I don't think the AI worker is going to be able to do this. Damn it. Dude, it's not going to work because the field's already seeded. Man, we really screwed up on this one. We really screwed this up. All right, because the entire field is technically seeded, I'm just gonna call it. How much money did we stand to make off this contract? We would have made $45,000. I'm just gonna give myself the money for completing this contract because it is, for the most part, this contract is completed. So. $45,380. That's what we're gonna go with on that one. It's a bummer to do it. So it was $45,380. Boom, for completing the contract. I know, seems super cheaty, super just not right, but I mean the whole entire field is seeded. It's just seeded with half wheat and half canola is all. You know, it's not a big deal. About 3 or 4 more passes with the tedder, and then we will be ready to bale this field up. Oh, I really thought my game was just going to crash right there. That was terrifying. On that note, we're going to save the game. So completing these 2 contracts isn't going to give us enough money to purchase our next, our goal of the farmland up in the corner of the map. But we're going to be very close, and we can still take a look to see what contracts we have left. Once we complete this one, we're going to be at about $170-something thousand. So we're going to be about $30,000 away from being able to purchase our first farmland here in Alma, Missouri. Getting close. Getting close. That is the one nice thing about having the big fields, though, is the contract work is going to pay a lot of money. It's just man, it's just sitting here and just plugging away at getting that field work done in those larger fields. Like seeding that field was a mountainous task, and I was my own worst enemy in that one because we didn't set it to the correct seed to begin with, so we kind of screwed ourselves on that one. But nonetheless, like these baling contracts for $25,000 to $30,000, these plowing contracts for 15 to 20, fertilizing contracts for 25,000. I mean, come on, easy money. Going to be a quick way to get ourselves set up, and in no time we'll be working our own farm, and we won't have to solely rely on contracts that much anymore. At that point, we'll still probably need them here and there, just so that we can have some additional income for the farm, but it's not going to be our sole way of making money anymore. That's for damn sure. I'm just going to try to clean up just a little bit of these little grass areas here that we see from where the tedder just, I guess, apparently just missed it. We'll get this cleaned up over here. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Couple chunks of grass here up at the top. Big piece of grass over here. I seen this one earlier. That was a pretty big chunk. All right. I think we're gonna call it right there with the tedder. A couple bigger chunks over here as well too. Jesus. All right, feel like we got her. Let's head back over, get connected to our next couple things that we're gonna need. Let's see here. Yeah, I think the best we're gonna be able to do at one time is just be able to have the windrow rake and the baler attached. I was thinking if there was gonna be maybe a way that we could have the bale trailer also attached. I was thinking that might be an option for us to explore, but I just don't think that's really going to be the case. All right, so let's head in here. Let's get this knocked out. We need windrower. We're going to go with the trailed windrower. Bump up the working speed, of course, because we don't want to do anything slow. There is our 20 meter, so we're going to take that one. Don't really care about anything else on here, because all we're gonna do is lease that. $4,200. It is super expensive, got it, but we're making do with it. Now the only problem with the trailed windrower, oh, it does have a PTO back here. Perfect. I mean, we could, in essence, just use the baler that is already here, realistically. I'm thinking that's exactly what we do. We just use the baler that's already here. Save ourselves that little bit of money. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we should. Boom. Gonna make very quick work of this field, hopefully. Go ahead and unfold the baler now. I don't necessarily know if I want to change. Oh, that's something I should look into before we get too far into this. So this does 180 to 240, so that's perfect. And it holds 32 bales, 28 bales. I mean, that's so many trips. That's still 6 trips with that bale trailer right there. That is a lot of work. Good Lord. All right, let's turn that on. And then turn that on. Four mile an hour, huh? That's what we're gonna do. No way. Come on. We're not really picking up. All right, tell you what. We're going to turn the baler off. And we're going to unload the baler. We're spending money to make money. That's for damn sure. That is definitely what we are doing. All right, just going to kind of move these bales out of the way here just a little bit. Damn it. Is it really going to make me fold everything up? No. Okay. We're just going to try a different tractor. I don't think horsepower-wise we're really there. Once again, this is one of those instances where you're going to spend a little bit more money than you normally probably would. I feel like the T8 would do it. I feel like this one would definitely do it. Let's go. I don't run. Yeah, let's just do this. Let's just do the 8R, 445 horsepower, lease it. Yep, $17,000. Yeah, of course. But we should have plenty of power as I get a case of the hiccups right in the middle of all this. We should have plenty of power now to pull all of this. It shouldn't even be an issue for us anymore. Get out of the way, Bale. Oh, yeah. That's much better. I mean, it's not like much better, but it's much better. Taking this corner is going to be a little tricky, though. Not too bad. Yeah, even the windrow rake is missing some of the grass spots that the tedder was missing. Oh, this part's going to be a mess. Well, we're 20 bales in already. Making quick work of it, which is, that was, ideally, that was the one thing that we wanted to do, is just make quick work of this. So even if it's not perfect, it's okay. We are leaving quite a bit behind, so if we have to go do any cleanup after this, that's fine. But I think we should easily hit our bale count based off what we currently have. Yeah, see, it's not even picking that grass up. We're limited by the damn baler. That's what's messing with our speed limit right now. This damn baler can't even hardly keep up. I mean, we've already, what, 53, coming up on 54 bales. We've pretty much only done half of the field. Try to clean up as much of this as I can. after I get around all these bales, so I'm not just dragging these all across the field with me. God, even this John Deere is struggle bussing. Man, this thing's got 450 horsepower, and it is just like getting bogged down big time trying to drag this around. Look at this thing. Jesus, come on, man. Can't tell me that it's that bad. I'm actually just about to go attach to the actual windrow for this and just windrow it at this point, because this is going to take me forever. I mean, we need to still pull 100 bales off this field. Yeah, there's just no way. I just don't. I guess I'm not seeing it. God, those bumps in the field are so bad. $95, closing in on 100. There it is, 100 bales. Good Lord. Like I said before, I guess I just don't see where we're going to get 184 bales off this field. Maybe it just goes by liters. I'm not 100% certain. Like I said, I don't do baling contracts that often, so it might just base it off the total amount of liters that we deliver for the contract. So maybe that's not what we need, but I'm pretty sure it said we need 184 bales. And unless we can pull 70 more bales in the few passes that we have left, and I understand we still have a little bit of a section over there to finish up, and then, you know, we've left a lot of hay behind, but still, I don't feel like we're gonna reach that number. I mean, this is pretty much it right here. One more pass. No, there's just no way. So I think what we do before we bail up the rest of this field, I mean, at this point, I guess we could just go over there and get it done. I mean, realistically, we've come this far. Why stop now? And plus, on my way over there, I can pick up some of the scraps. Yeah, like I said, even with the amount that we're leaving behind on the ground, there's no way there's 50 more bales laying on the ground right now. Yeah, I'm going to call it. There's 140 bales right there. Good God. Can we squeak through here? It's probably a bad idea. Oh, wait, we made it. Alright, let's fold the baler up. This stuff I'm actually going to leave right here because I don't trust that... I just don't trust that we have enough. I don't know. I mean, maybe we do, maybe we don't. 4K bales. Yeah, so basically 734,000 liters needs to be delivered. Well, we'll see what happens. Now, the thing here is, do I want to do that? Or if I go up here and do something like this, this holds 100,000 liters. But so does that. Let's try. Ramps. Hitch. Yep. All that stuff's good to go. We want to do... auto load pallets. Auto load square bales. There we go. How many total does it hold, though? I mean, we'll figure it out, I guess. We've leased a lot of equipment to do this contract. A ton of equipment to do this contract. Thankfully, the place that we have to deliver all these bales to is right across the street from us. That's a huge, huge win. I knew it. That's what I get for trying to just take shortcuts. All right, operating position, here we go. It's going to hold 25 bales. The other one actually holds more. Oh, it only holds 24? Oh, come on, man. That's such an awkward number. Really? Are we serious right now? Like, come on, man. Like, this is actually starting to get slightly frustrating at this point now. All right, let's take these over and sell them. Note to self, be careful going across the railroad tracks because apparently it makes your whole damn tractor explode. %, transported. So basically, you gotta make... Are we kidding? Like, what is going on? Okay. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Trailer, gone. Bye. Return, done. Not playing your games anymore. Let's go down here. Bale loaders. Should have just done this in the first place. Ponge pack holds 32 bales. Should have just done it in the first place. Lease, done. Yes. I'm not really even sure that we're going to make any money off this contract now at this point. Contract on field 40 is 39% complete. Oh, it's updating itself after we just delivered those bales. That makes sense. I tell you what, man. I tell you what, it's been a day. It's been a day on Farming Sim apparently. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, you're kidding me. This is just a sign. Nope, it should definitely work. I don't know why it's not working. What is going on? Oh, I cannot win right now on this. Just can't win on this contract right now. Why in the world is... I know exactly why it's not working. Never mind. I know exactly why it's not working. Oh, just because I'm so done with driving back and forth over there to pick stuff up. This is becoming a nightmare. Auto load, yes. Yes! I want it to auto load. Why else would I want this trailer? Alright, let's go. Let's please get this contract done. All right, 7 more to go. And this should actually put us probably right up about 40, or I'm gonna, yeah, probably close to 50% complete with the transport. I think there's gonna be some bales that we're gonna make a little bit of our own money off of, but not many. Okay, be careful going across the railroad tracks. what in the world did we actually just hit? Oh, the boundary of the map is right there. Okay. All right, 55% transported, so that gave us a 30%. Yeah, we're basically going to have to make 2 more trips, and I think we'll have this whole contract done at that point, which would be good because my patience is about worn out with this contract right now. All right, last couple on this side, and all the rest will be on the far side of the field, closer to the animal dealership. We'll get those delivered. We'll see where we're sitting at money. Like I said, we got raked on this one because we leased so much equipment, which was probably just not the smart thing to do. We probably should have just made do with what we had. But honestly, like right now, we'd probably still be bailing this field. All right, 2 more. Yeah, we're gonna make some good money though off the bales themselves. Because, like I said, I think the next trip after this one is gonna complete the transport, and then there should be some bales left over for us to still turn in, which will be profit for us, which is good. After the pain and suffering that we have gone through to finish this contract, I feel like we are owed that. Next trip does it. Next trip finishes the contract, and we're going to have a ton of bales that we can turn in for ourselves, so that's good. We're definitely going to make a little bit of extra money off this contract. Good thing too, because it's damn near, it's getting dark now. Oh, wow. That lighting changed big time. Want that one right there. All right. So we should have roughly, I'm going to say like 15 to 18 bales left on the field. Maybe even more than that. Once we turn those ones in, we're going to make the money off of those bales. That's going to be straight profit. We probably are even going to start to profit as soon as we deliver these bales alone, which will be nice. We'll kind of get an idea of how much money we're actually going to make for these bales. I say we're probably going to make somewhere around $10,000 to $12,000 total profit off the field, and then once we turn the contract in, obviously make the money from completing the contract. So that'll be good. Can slowly cross the railroad tracks. Nice. No catastrophic failure there. Contract is finished. Oh yeah, we're gonna make some decent money off these bales. Good to know. Yeah, it's going to be, we got 4 more in this line, so it gives us 15 coming down this way. I'm going to say, yeah, probably just about 20 bales, just maybe just slightly over 20 bales that we're going to be able to turn in and make our own money off them. Thank the Lord. Well, at least we'll make some of our money back for all the leasing that we did, the AI worker stuff that we did as well, too. We're kind of making our money back for all of that stuff. There's 17, 18. It looks like it's going to be 20 exactly. Yep, 20 exactly. Good. That'll be a nice little chunk of change for us, and then once we turn the contract in, that's also going to help. Just in time, too, with the sun going down. It's getting dark. Ooh, the train was coming too. Thank God. Thank God we crossed when we did. $8,000 for 20 bales. That's not. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not great either, by any stretch of the imagination. All right, that's 2 big contracts done for this month here. Let's go ahead. We're done with the John Deere. We don't really need that anymore. Matter of fact, we're done with all of this, so we can just go ahead and return all of it. My computer is going to do that weird thing where my mouse disappears now. All right, so collect on that. We're done. Collect on this. $38,000, $158,000 total. Not horrible. Not horrible. Could have been better. Could have been better. It'll be a long time before I do another baling contract. I can assure you of that. Cultivating contracts, that $50,000 cultivating contract is still out there. Oh, that's disgusting. Fertilizer contracts, there's a $19,000 fertilizing contract. Looks like they want us to do it with slurry, though. Make sure to fill the tool with solid fertilizer. I'm not sure if that's necessarily how that one works. I'm pretty certain that's not how that one works. Yeah, I don't see how. It's a slurry tank. How am I going to fill a slurry tank with solid fertilizer? I don't understand the logic behind that one, game. Okay, so we're back up here at the house. I think for right now, what I can do is set our vehicle spawn point back here to the main farm. Now what we need to do is reset our other tractor that is currently chilling on. I thought it was actually just kind of relaxing over. Where is our other tractor? I don't know where our other tractor went. I was pretty certain I had it right here in this area. Oh, no. That wasn't our tractor. It was part of the contract stuff. Duh. We don't own anything. That's right. I'm poor. Yeah, we just own our car and our truck. Look at that. Look at that beast. We don't need that. 98 horsepower, that's not going to do anything for us. Absolutely nothing for us. I mean, we don't really have enough money to be trying to buy anything like that as far as equipment-wise or tractor-wise just yet. But hopefully soon we will, and then we'll also be able to buy our property. But, fellow farmers and friends, that's going to be a wrap for the live stream tonight. I appreciate anybody that hung out here and was checking it out. Alma, Missouri is the map that we're currently on. This series that we're doing is just a little mini series for the live stream purposes only. It's not going to be a series that I upload to my channel. I mean, the live streams are going to be uploaded to the channel, but it's not necessarily the same as like my Frankenmuth Farms or the No Man's Land series. Beginner series is out. It's live. It's up and running. I got 5 things I wish I'd have known when I started playing Farming Sim, and I think within the next day or two, the harvesting video is going to be coming up. A little bit of a how-to for harvesting, some things to pay attention to when you're getting into harvesting fields, whether they're your own or they're for contract work. And yeah, I mean, we're just going to continue on doing what we're doing with the Farming Sim content. I truly love the game. I really, really, really do enjoy playing this game. It's just so peaceful and relaxing at times when, you know, stuff's working as advertised is always a bonus for that. But without further ado, we'll go ahead and wrap this stream up, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.